I drove through my favorite state and was feeling extremely happy as I took in all the sights of the changing landscape. But that does not make for an interesting voiceover to my endless footage I took of Wyoming. So, to entertain you as I drive for 8 hours to Buffalo State Park, I will tell you the tale of Buffalo Bill, who the park is named after. But I promise I will not show you 8 hours worth of driving, only a minute or two. So you can skip 2 minutes if you don't like driving montages or cowboys who sound a lot like Brad Pitt. But here's the story. William Cody, or later known as Buffalo Bill, was born in 1846 in Iowa. He did everything there was to do in the mid-1800s and started at the age of 11 when he decided to leave home. He worked as a driver on a wagon train across the Great Plains. He tried fur trapping, gold mining, scouted for the army, and most famously hunted buffalo, which earned him the nickname. All before the age of 26. This crazy lifestyle caught the eyes of newspapers and novelists at the time, who made him a celebrity. And at the age of 26, which is also my age ironically, he left it all behind to try his hand at show business. He was described as tall, good-looking, with charisma on stage. People say he brought a realism to acting that differed from other actors at the time. You could see how I'm drawing the correlation to Brad Pitt now, huh? Later on in life, he created his own show, which he used to educate and entertain people about the Wild West, which he literally lived through. He would hire real cowboys and cowgirls to work with him on these shows, which changed America's perception on the West. Cowboy used to be an insult, referring to a person who was uncivilized. But Buffalo Bill's show highlighted the skill and bravery of cowboys, which the public positively responded to. Buffalo Bill's show gained notoriety internationally, and his Wild West show became famous all across America and Europe. Anyways, they decided to name Cody, Wyoming after him, and the state park, which is called Buffalo State Park. And that is the story of Buffalo Bill. Now back to Angie. I got the most charming campsite here at Buffalo State Park in Wyoming. It's right outside of Yellowstone. It's about $32 a night, which stinks, but there's showers. And I'm in this cute little spot down by the river, so I'm pretty happy about it. $32 is pretty steep, but it's close to Yellowstone, and it was just convenient for me tonight because I didn't need to take a shower, and there's no Planet Fitnesses in the area, so we'll do it for tonight, but I'm really excited. It's so beautiful here, honestly. This campsite was actually incredible. I had a little table and a fire pit, and the woods next to my site had a path which led straight down to the river. There was firewood available by donation, and perhaps the best part, there was a field with a bunch of horses right next to the campsite. Hey, bud. All right. Want some more? There you go. What? Looks like they even have a little park library. That's cute. This is absolutely charming. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's the little touches, honestly. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Wow. I might borrow a book tonight. I even had this private bathroom which gave me access to a quarter shower, which they charge $1 for 3 minutes of a hot shower. It was actually really nice. And it's also really nice staying in my favorite state for a night in an actual campground. This is so exciting. Can't get over how gorgeous it is here. So I'm glad I did this, because staying in the Walmart was like, I really wanted a shower, and that was actually really great. And I finally had the space and time to catch up on some much needed cleaning in my car. So I know this is dumb because I live in my car, but I do like my electric toothbrush, so here I am
charging my electric toothbrush on the pavement.
And of course my handy dandy fan / light. And I was super boring and did some light budgeting after spending way too much money on gas getting all the way out here. Then I decided to enjoy myself down by the river. According to the internet, Wyoming is the least populated state in the United States at 584,000 people. I would have thought Alaska, but nope, Wyoming. It is home to 2 national parks within the top 10 most visited national parks in the United States, Yellowstone and Grand Teton, and yet it still remains unpopulated. A big reason for that is the vast majority of the state does not have access to water. In fact, many towns have to have water trucked in, which is unreliable and expensive, especially in the winter months. Although I think the rugged, unsettled terrain is the magic of Wyoming. It gives people a taste of the Old West. The wide, open, undiscovered spaces, the free-roaming wildlife left undisturbed. It's something I hope will be preserved for years to come. The thing that stinks about Yellowstone is if you get stuck behind a really slow person, you kind of don't want to ride them because you could be going to the same place and that would be really awkward, you know? But you're also trying to encourage them to use one of the many pull-out lanes. But they don't. And then you get a procession of like 7 cars behind you all riding you because this person in front of you won't use the pull-out lanes. But, you know, it's okay, California. You do you. Oh, this is fun. I'm just saying, there was like 1,000,001 opportunities for this guy to like use the pull-out lane so the people behind him could pass, but nope. He's just taking his time, taking in the sights. He's going very, very much below the speed limit though, so that's a little bit irritating. Alright, I made it to Old Faithful, I think. I'm gonna have to find where it is. Pretty confused. There's not good signage around here. Well, there's a lot of signage, I just don't know how to read, I guess. But, yeah, it's about sunrise, so looks like it's not too many people, but still quite a bit of people, so we'll see how it goes. And it's about 33 degrees outside, so I think I'm gonna have to layer up a little bit. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to show you Old Faithful. My biggest draw to Yellowstone was the thermal basins that exist throughout the park, specifically the geysers, 500 to 700 of which are active each year. The most famous geyser being Old Faithful, which erupts every approximately 120 minutes, give or take 10 minutes, like clockwork, which normally draws a large crowd. Miraculously, the water can shoot up as high as 184 feet in the air, making this a must-see on your Yellowstone vacation.
Yeah, it's definitely got a warm up.
So I just saw Old Faithful erupt. As gorgeous as it was, there was way too many people for my liking. Like, I could feel people like behind me talking and stuff. It just kind of took away from the whole experience. Thought it was good coming at the end of September in the early morning, but everybody else had the same idea too, so it was quite busy. Also, it was really cold, so I think it produced extras like steam and stuff, so it was hard to see the actual water coming out, but it was still amazing, honestly. Like, incredible. But yeah, I don't know if Yellowstone is for me. It's so busy. Okay, so here's the actual truth.